Hi, everyone. This is the next poem in our pandemic poetry unit. It's called a repeated poem. And let's begin. Often a line or phrase is repeated several times in a poem. In a repeated poem, the first part of each line is the same. These poems can be serious or funny. They can rhyme or not rhyme. You could also add a twist to the poem by not using the repeated phrase for the last line if you wish. So let's look at an example. The phrase that they're repeating in this poem is never will I. So I'm going to read this for you. Never will I go to Mars. Never will I dine on cars. Never will I pet a bear. Never will I cut my hair. Never will I touch the sky. Never will I learn to fly. Never will I serve goat's tea. Never will I ride a bee. Never will I ask the time. Never will I end this rhyme. And as you can see, line 1 and 2, the last words in line 1 and 2 rhyme Mars and cars. The last words in lines 3 and 4, bear hair, they rhyme. Sky fly, TB, and time and rhyme. And if you want to write a repeated rhyming poem, that's the pattern that you should use. Now you also can write a poem like this and they don't have to rhyme. So I'm going to show you an example of that one. The phrase I'm going to pick is the I wonder why phrase. And this is going to be sort of about nature. So I'm going to ask questions about nature. So here it is. I wonder why the sun is so hot. I wonder why a plant can grow from a seed. I wonder why it rains in the spring. I wonder why the oceans are so deep. I wonder why the mountains are so tall. I wonder why a river flows by. I wonder why birds sing songs. I wonder why the clouds look fluffy. I wonder why the moon has craters. And I wonder why a wolf howls. So that's an example of a repeated poem that's not rhyming, using the repeated phrase, I wonder why. So here are some ideas that you can use. You can use the never will I wonder why, but you also could use I wish I could, today I will, now I know, my mother says, I'd like to see, late at night, everyone should, when I grow up I love it when, and a friend knows how to. Those are just some ideas. You can use any of the ideas on this page or come up with your own repeated phrase for your own unique and original poem. Now I'm going to share one more with you. This is going to be a repeated rhyming poem and it's about the pandemic. So here it is. And I'm going to use I wish I could. I wish I could be back at school. I wish I could jump in a pool. I wish I could walk around free. I wish I could go to Starbucks and get a peach tea. I wish I could go to the store without a mask. I wish I could do my normal tasks. I wish I could go anywhere. I wish I could get someone to cut my hair. I wish I could see my friends. I wish I could see the pandemic end. So that's another example of a repeated rhyming poem. Now your poem should have 10 lines, just like this one did, and just like the ones that I just shared with you. If you're going to use the rhyming version, you're going to have 5 sets of pairs of rhyming lines. And if you're not using the rhyming, you're just going to have 10 lines, all beginning with the same phrase. So this is a really fun and easy poem to write. I'm going to ask you to go ahead and write one repeated poem using one of the phrases provided or one that you come up on your own, rhyming or not rhyming, it's your choice. So be creative, have fun with the repeated poem, and then I'll see you the next time for another poem in our pandemic poem unit. Bye, everybody. Talk to you later.